Hello there guys, I hope you enjoyed my footage there of my day at Thorpe Park, and now I'm going to give my review on the new I'm a Celebrity Get Me Out of Here maze. I would say it is a good addition, well worth trying out. It's not a great addition, it's not a rubbish addition, but it's a good addition. I'm glad I did it and I enjoyed it. Certainly one of the better attractions I did there. Obviously I like my roller coasters and my thrill ride, but yeah, I would say it's good. So I waited 40 minutes for it. It was the last ride of the day. I was thinking, might as well wait 40 minutes for it. You know, what is there to lose? I'm going to give my review on it. So I thought I might as well wait 40 minutes. Would I say it's worth 40-minute wait? Probably not. I probably wouldn't wait more than 20 minutes for it. But it is good. I did enjoy it. I like the fact that it's really like immersive, and the theming in there is good, and the actors get into their roles really well. I really like to begin with, before even getting there in the queue line, you have like the stereotypes of the type of people you get in the I'm a Celebrity jungle. Have you ever seen the UK TV show? You have like, you have the characters I had to begin with. You have like, you have those lads who sort of joke about a bit, and then you also have like those girls in the jungle who like think they're it, and they had these two characters sort of to begin with, even before you get in there. You know, the lad guy was sort of joking about nicking like some people's hats and wearing them, and he had like his jungle staff, and he was sort of poking it through the trees to try and scare people, just joking about, and it got into character really well, and it sort of sets the idea, the theme of what we're about to go into. And it's very different because obviously it's a maze, and all the other mazes I've had before are horror mazes, so it's very different. It's not like all scary or supernatural maze. It's just doing your Bush Tucker trials on that, and really good. And the other character they had to begin with, which sort of opened the door for us to let us go in to get us into the introduction, we meet Antoinette on the screen. She had the role of the sort of the women who's sort of in the jungle who like think they're it, and she was like all up posture, hands on the hips, that kind of thing. She was talking to these blokes who think they could get her, but I think she can get them. And yeah, that was another role that was really good. Probably a little bit insulting to some of the people on the Celebrity, but it's what some of the characters are like. You get these different types. You get a mother figure. You get the person who ain't afraid to speak, the truth in his or her eyes. You get different characters. You get the shy people, and so they have all these different aspects of the stereotypes of people you get on there. Really good. And then when you get in the theming on the outside, really good. They had like the palm trees to help set, obviously in the Australian jungle. I don't know if they were. They're probably not palm trees, but they're sort of they're different types of trees from around the other part. They didn't just stick trees in there. They were, they're different. I don't know. They look like palm trees. I don't know if they are palm trees. I don't know a lot about plants. But yeah, that was really good. Helped set the scene. They had the mini. I think it's like a Mini Cooper outside, covered in thorns and leaves. Obviously, helped set it even more. And then when you get inside to start it, you have the introduction where you meet Antoinette. I would say this part they could improve on, because they had two screens, because you go down the middle and you can sit one side or the other side, and you have two TV screens that you can watch, and obviously that means they have two different speakers, and there's a bit of echo, like a bit of like a nanosecond delay, but you can tell it. There's a bit of echo coming off the other TV screen, and it sort of didn't quite help hearing it, but that's something they could improve on. Perhaps they could just do a bigger screen for everyone to see. I don't know, or just work out something to do. Try and get the speakers going at the right time. And one thing here I would say I did a bit pointless, I felt, was Antoinette speaking, which was good. And then they show, and you can do some Bush Tucker trials, and then they sort of show the celebrities doing their trials that they do on the actual I'm a Celebrity show. And then when they do this, for whatever reason, underneath your seat, you have like these little, I don't know, devices that push up, and you can just feel it on your bottom. Bit pointless, I felt. Didn't shock me, and they did it every single time they're showing these clips. It wasn't much to it, to be honest. I don't know why they needed them. It didn't helped set the scene anyway. It didn't even feel like the bugs crawling over you or anything. I think they could just left that out, because it's just the introduction video. They haven't even done the experience yet. It's just in the introduction. They don't need that at all. We might as well just leave that out. And after that, you get your photo taken. That's okay. That's fine. And then after that, you go round and you do all these different. You're doing. I'm not going to tell you everything that goes on in there, but you're doing different trials. One of them is you put your hand in like a wall, and you have to feel around. You've got sawdust, and you have to feel around for stars. I didn't find any stars in there. That's good. And then obviously you got, I don't know what I can't remember what it's called now, but you step in like these closed off little compartment areas, and you have to answer some questions, ABC answers, and if you get it wrong, you get sawdust poured on you, give the effect of bugs going on you, because of course I can't actually get actual bugs. But I did enjoy that as well. I thought that was really good. I think with that, I don't know if because at the end of the day, and obviously they have to get the throughput, but we only did get one question, whereas I know people have been on there before and they had 3 different questions. They might have had a bit more, but I had just the one question. But no, it was fine. And I loved just walking through the different areas. You go over little bridges, and then you have to go through some little tunnels, and it was really good. I was thinking they could probably add to tunnels, because one of the tunnels is just a short tunnel. I think they could add to it, maybe. It could be add to it in the future. Different push tucker try. You have to go through the different tunnels, give us the effect of rats in the tunnel. Like a pitch black tunnel, you know, and different trials they actually have. Obviously not rats actually in there, you wouldn't be allowed to do that. They could probably put like a glass tunnel, but pitch black in there and the lights flash, and on the outside of the glass tunnel you've got rats, which obviously aren't in with you, but they're around you. They could do something like that, and it flashes every now and then so you see the rats. Yeah, that's something they could add. Again, I'd say this attraction would only last if they keep changing the bush tucker trials. You know, that's something, if they just keep upgrading, like with the London Dungeon, where they add new shows. If they keep doing this and they keep adding different trials, I'm thinking it could work. If they don't keep adding trials and they just keep it like that, I don't see a future for it, because once people have done it, it's one of the things you can't really do a lot and a lot and a lot, because the whole point of it is element surprise. And then once you've done it, you sort of know element of surprise. I wouldn't mind doing it again, but it's not something I could do again and again and again and again, not like roller coasters and like, you know, your log flumes and that. So they keep adding bush tucker trials. I think, yeah, it's got a future. Like I mentioned, the glass sort of tunnels and pitch black tunnels, like a maze tunnels, or different aspects they could do. They could even do one which gives you the fear of heights. I'm thinking I know how they could do this, because I remember they used to have this London Dungeon. It's like a little rope bridge with a mirror beneath you, but then it's like a circular wall around you, and it gives us the illusion that it's like a never-ending pit going down, so it's like an illusion thing. So if they could do something like that, that gives us the illusion of height that you could do. That's really good. Yeah, just obviously they've got great imaginations. They can think of new bush tucker trials, and that'd be really good. And at the end, Celebrity Cyclone, I'd say keep that, because obviously that's a classic, and I'm a celebrity. That's a good addition. I like the fact you have to crawl, you've got the wind blowing in your face, you have to put the stars in a bag, you go down the slide at the end. Really, really good. I really enjoyed that, the flashing lights. I also really like, just before that, you go through, like, I don't know what they call it, but it's like a squash through sort of, it's like bounce, you know, the bouncy castle material. It's sort of like that. And you have to squash through 2 of those. They're not actually a bouncy castle, but the side of it, I don't know. But you have to squash through that, quite claustrophobic. I enjoyed that, it was really good. I'm glad I did do it. So yeah, the improvements obviously keep adding bush tucker trials. And I'd say the throughput as well. They have a problem with the throughput, because you're only allowed 10 in a group. So obviously the throughput is quite a worry. If they had, obviously I don't think they could add 20 in a group, because obviously that would be too big. So 10 is right for a group amount. But if they could perhaps do simultaneous trials, simultaneous groups, maybe they could put another house over somewhere at the back. I don't know how much room they got, but they could put a second house over the back somewhere. Then you could have 2, and it's the same thing as that, but it's just 2, so you can have 2 going off at the same time, just in 2 different areas. That would add to that. Another bit they could improve on, I would say the theming is good, but there is sometimes in there where you can see like the walls and a few of the light cans. you know, the power cans or whatever types of lights they got. Obviously you need the lights in there to, so it's not like, obviously you need to be able to see a bit, but yeah, if they could just add a bit more trees around it, perhaps even just cover the complete building inside with sort of leaves and that, so you can't see the roof at all, because the whole point is you're supposed to be in the jungle, so they could do a bit of that, but most of it you couldn't see the roofs. It wasn't that much of a deal. That's just little things they could do which would improve it. So yeah, to keep adding bush tucker trails, a simultaneous building, bit more of the theming, get rid of the little lifting up seat bits at the beginning, work out the little problem with the speakers to begin with, so it's running at the same time, and yeah, if they do that, I'd say it's a good ride. If they do that, it'd be even better. Yes, just keep it alive, keep it fresh. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed my review on it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Try and get involved as much as you can. Watch for some other videos. Yeah, so I'll see you later, guys, and thank you for watching.